The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Before this episode of The Reckless Roller starts, I'd like to take a minute to shed a light on Black Lives Matter and the protests going on worldwide right now. I'd like to ask everyone to please go to blacklivesmatter.card.co. That's card with 2 R's. Over there are a lot of resources, tips for protesters, places that you can text or call to give your thoughts to government officials on this, places to donate, petitions to sign. And I ask that anyone who is capable of donating or doing any of that does that. This is a very, very important fight that needs as much support as it possibly can. I don't want to take any more of your time before the episode starts, so I hope you all enjoy the episode. And thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, welcome to Reckless Rollers. You know, we're doing the thing. I'm Scott. I am apparently the genre master in this. I finally figured out what the title was for Monster Punk, and this is likely the last episode for this arc.
You are now is that a GM, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're double GM then.
Oh boy. So we'll just go up to Discord again. Feel free to say who you are, what you play as, and where we can find you on the internet if you so choose to say.
So hi, I'm Ginny. I play Evista. I had to totally not have to think about my own character's name. What are you talking about? Anyway, I'm from the Netherlands, and you can find me as Ginny Voss on assorted social media.
And I am Mars Rover. I play as Daisy.
I'm Shine. I play Joanna.
Hello, I am Anaru. I play Leon and also Noel. And you can find me on Twitter at Aduran Region or the one podcast thing that I should totally be making episodes for. Not a scratch. Yeah.
It's very cool. You should all go listen to it.
Yeah, for sure. So last we left off, there was a door and somebody opened it. I forgot who. And then we ended it there. And there was a lot of other stuff that happened too. I can't remember off the top of my head.
12 out of 10 summary.
It was daddy, like parent issues time, I think.
Yeah, parent issues, and also Daisy blew up a nobleman.
Fair.
So I guess we'll start this off with the door opening, like the little hatch door to the very top of the tower. You open it, and the light is just beaming down on all of you. It takes a minute for you guys to adjust your sight. And once your vision does adjust, you see, with its back to you, a large 4-winged creature. And it's humanoid. And its body, all of it except for its head and its wings, are encased in armor.
Oof.
It's holding a very long, glowing spear that appears to be crackling with electricity. and its back's just to you. It appears to be speaking to something, although you can't see anything that it's talking to. And you over here, we did what we had to do. We couldn't let the heretics live.
Did what they did they just, and I look at the rest of the party.
The being continues. From here I can see everything. I can see the Draconic Mountains, the Fey Woods. I can even see the Scar. The Scar where all the demons are now hiding after we've defeated them previously. My scouts have said that they're gathering power. They intend to get stronger, take everything back. But we needed those people. We needed them. They would have been useful in fighting them off. So while I don't quite agree with the fact that we destroyed the town, I do know that it needed to be done. I'll send my next correspondence later. And then he snaps his fingers, and 2 angels fly towards him. He says, Bartleby, Loki, find the survivors. We may need them. One of the angels just points behind this 4-winged being's shoulder. It says, appears they found you. He turns around and says, oh, well. I know that you all may be seeking vengeance, but instead, should we just talk? And he's flying a little closer to all of you. Not in a threatening manner, but he does appear to just want to talk.
Well, do you have 4 chairs? Well, 3, I guess. Daisy doesn't need a chair, but
Daisy crushes the chair.
Well, you also have 2 NPCs with you. So 5
oh
chairs.
right, there's others.
There's
Now we
people that aren't
4
in the
chairs.
party.
Just forget them.
So the being just snaps its fingers again, and what appears to be a dining table just materializes out of nowhere at the top of this tower, and there's significantly more chairs than you've asked. There's about 15 chairs.
I think at this point, Noel pops out, and Noel just appears by himself and sees a dining table. It's like, all right, chow time. All right, what's on the docket?
I do not eat, but if you wish to eat, here. And he claps his hands, and what appears to be like a 4-course meal just also materializes atop the table.
Do you have any chicken nuggets?
The being chuckles and gestures at pretty much everything that's on the table and says, anything that you could desire, I can bring.
So at this point, while Leon is still like contemplating the offer, Noel grabs about like 4 or 5 plates of food and says, "All right, Leon, you take care of like the big brain stuff. I got a date with this," and then walks off.
Is Noel just sitting at the table, or did he just wander over to the edge of the tower?
No, I think while I feel like all of us are at like one side of the table and Noel's on the complete other side.
So Noel's just standing next to the being, just like, rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub.
Pretty much.
I think that like as you guys might have taken a step closer to the table and interacting, and if he's still standing in a door opening, and they've gone really tense, and they have their arms held at their sides, but their fists are balled, and they're very pale and staring at this angel, and very much trying to hold themselves back, and there's actual anger showing in their face.
And the being says, "Fear not, my child. I do not come to you with anger. I come to you with an offering for peace. I will say my piece, and if my words do not pacify you, if they don't sit well with you, then we can get on with the fight."
I'm not your child. Or why?
Daisy's still trying to figure out how to eat the nuggets that she asked for.
Aww.
So a little port opens at the bottom of Daisy's, like, metal husk. With a little input food here sign.
I try to vacuum up the food.
I think at this point, Noel, very interested in how Daisy eats, starts like chucking chicken nuggets at Daisy's like mouth, trying to like toss it in there.
You hear like shredder noises.
What is Joanna doing?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. So, the being this Archangel looks at Aviste and says, "You ask why? Are you asking why we had to destroy the town?"
Had to. You had to destroy the town?
We were given orders to seek out and destroy all heretics. The prophet in your town was harboring these fugitives and was not cooperating. He also refused to provide us with the offering that we requested as punishment for his insubordination. However, I see that the offering is here now, and he looks over at Daisy in this combat drone husk.
Do not touch her!
No.
Oh, I won't. Like I said, I'm just here to talk.
What is Maddie doing at this point? How is she doing with all this?
Medi is still kind of like in the doorway, trying to stay hidden, and holding a semi-automatic rifle.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And the Rakshasa is right behind her. because he has no weapons.
Hmm. I think I look at the others and you're just gonna. He killed everyone. Or is it a they or a he or a she? Is it like.
The being says, refer to me how you wish. You may call me Omidas. For that is the designation that I have been given.
They killed everyone. Sorry.
We didn't kill everyone. You're all here. And I believe just down the stairs are more from your village.
I mean,
I can free them from their corruption.
Which you put there.
We put them there because they were being insubordinate as well. However, we did by doing so protect them from the other creatures that have started eating the survivors. Now, I know that what we have done has deeply hurt all of you. And while we did do it, while we can't quite take it back, there is a greater threat. And we needed everyone to be willing to assist if we needed.
I don't know how to feel about this.
So, essentially, if what he's saying is unnerving all of you, it's somewhat supposed to. Although I think there might be like an insight type roll that any of you can make to determine whether or not he's being fully honest.
I don't think Ivisa believes him for a second, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
Like, they're just... Like, this is the guy who killed their whole village and caused that corruption that they're talking about.
See, the funny thing is, I think we would differ on this, because I think... Like Leon doesn't really care too much. Right, so... From that perspective, I feel like Leon is much more likely to be, alright, talk to me. Let me see what you got. And we'll make a decision based on that.
And Daisy's like 6.
Yeah.
I am 6.
Daisy needs to be protected.
No, Daisy's still having chicken nuggets thrown at her. So
yeah.
There's still shredder noises.
Yeah.
Aww.
So in the
Poor
background,
baby.
if someone actually starts mowing a lawn, I can just try and cut that and use it. So if anyone did want to roll like an insight type thing, you're welcome to.
Oh, sure.
I would.
Sure.
Is that an actual skill, or how does that work?
I think it should be.
Because if it is, I would have taken it instead of perception, pretty much.
Let's see. Bribery, contact, deconstruction. Oh my god, there's a negotiation skill called quipping.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think that deconstruction might actually be that.
Wait.
So you're saying it's a negotiation?
So there is a negotiation tactic called deconstruction, and it says
Right.
you analyze your target's actions and behavior, breaking down why opposing you is against their best interests in the long term. Your words are like a blunt mace, slamming against the enemy's will to continue the fight.
Actually, sorry. I just realized a
No, go
thing.
for it.
Sorry, go on.
As a negotiation bonus, you may cause the target to suffer an additional amount of damage equal to the highest number of questions you've asked with the assessed action during this combat. So basically, I think that's more of an intimidation, even though there is an intimidation.
I think negotiation is like its own animal when it comes to this.
Yeah.
As opposed to, because I would think it'd be, if we're going by the normal skills, my guess is perception.
I can just tell.
Oh yeah, you do have that.
Oh, that's right. You
That
have
aura.
special.
Light of truth. Your vision can see through illusions and created with orgone and highlights liars, catching them in the act. Well-intentioned or white lies make someone's outline glow faintly, while acts of conmanship and other deliberate lies with the intent to cause harm make subjects bloom brightly. If used in combat against invisible enemies, this will not remove the hidden status from them, but will tell you where they are standing.
So you do see a faint glow coming from him. He doesn't appear to be telling the whole truth, but he does seem to believe most of what he's saying.
Fair.
So it's I'll say that this glow, it's not red, it's not a malicious lie, it's more of a lie of omission, which I feel would be more.
It's a strawberry milk color.
I was gonna say more like a pale green.
I like that.
Okay.
He knows he's doing it. Just, picking his words very carefully.
Yeah. So it's more what he isn't saying.
Mm-hmm.
And Joanna, you feel just an angry, coming from inside your mind from Orphael. And he says to you, this man, he'll really do anything to get his way, won't he?
Who said that?
Orphael said that in Joanna's mind.
Fair. Check.
And at any point, you're free to just have him pop out. But this Archangel, known as Omidas, continues. You see, there's a much, much greater threat at work here. Now, if you look over the edge here, and he will gesture to the edge of the tower, and he manifests some rails so you don't fall over from anything. He gestures towards this very deep barking sound. Now, this very deep crevasse in the ground, and there's just a blood red glow coming from it, within it. He says, This is the scar, the mouth of hell. It's where this is honestly where you guys all lost to begin with. It's where the demonic plague came out. It's where we had to come down and save all of your asses. And all we asked for was for you to follow the word. We asked for compliance. For you to not hide such heretics from us. Now, the fact that none of you are directly responsible for this, I completely understand. However, the sins of one cannot be stopped by the ignorance of many.
What do you call killing hundreds of people out of anger,
We call it rapture.
out of vengeance? What do your
Daisy's stopping her eating, and she's kind of concerned.
We call it the rapture. Those who actually have followed the word, those who have sided with us, have gone to Elysium. They are with us now.
You may call it rapture, I call it genocide.
Well, two words can mean the same thing.
I call it wrath, which is one of your sins, if I recall correctly.
We did not do this out of wrath. We did this because we were told to enforce the word. And enforce it we did.
I've got a word for you. Bullshit.
Murderer.
Daisy fires her missiles.
Alright. Going ahead.
Oh, fuck.
Going ahead and do your roll to hit.
Hold on, hold on, let me read micro missiles again. Oh, where is it? Yeah, there we go. Base damage 4. Alright. Is it D20 to hit?
D10.
D10. Shazam. 7.
7? Alright. So that definitely hits, and I think 7 allows bonuses. So, under the skill, does it say what the bonuses are? I assume it's just more damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Alright, how much damage?
So, like, base is 4, and then there's, like, bonus 1 for an extra 2, and then bonus 2 for another 2, and then bonus 3 for another 2.
So I believe that makes it 8 damage.
Alright.
The missiles strike this being's armor, this Archangel. Strikes it directly in the chest. And once the smoke clears from these missiles, his face hasn't changed. However, he shakes his head and says, "Unfortunate. Violence it is."
I take a step forward to try and get between him and Daisy. It and Daisy.
And I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative.
Alright.
Alright.
So that's also with a 10, I believe.
2.
9.
Alright. So I'm gonna have to roll for Medi and Amadas. So Amadas also got a 2.
I got a 10.
Medi got a 7. So Joanna is most likely going first. What did Anaru get?
It's one of those days, isn't it? A 1.
Oh, well, you'll be
Only
going.
one
my
of them
luck.
days.
Just wait
You'll-
into
I
the
mean,
an initiative roll.
You'll be going directly after Almadas. Medi rolled a 7, by the way. So, Joanna, what are you going to do?
Let me open my shit.
I'll say for flavor, Almadas claps his hands, and everything that he has manifested disappears. So now you are on a flat circular area.
My
Oh, not yet.
knees.
Now Noel's mad.
Good.
We haven't had combat in a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's the first time I
Like
used my advanced
rules.
tech.
That's awesome, though. That is a really, really good tech.
What is the tech?
Micro missiles.
So yeah, what did you want to do?
I'll use sweet nothings, I guess. Hell,
All right, go on ahead
am
and roll
I?
your.
I guess I'm in range.
Yeah, it's basically a. Damn it! I gotta use meters. I'm horrible with meters, so it's not a big arena. It's essentially. Oh god, I have to use math. What's diameter? I'd say it's
Like a
probably...
basketball football field type thing, or not? I said basketball. Like, is it like as small as a basketball court, or as big as a football field?
It's about. It's about a basketball court in length.
Okay.
And a few of you can fly, so you don't have to worry too much about that.
Mhm.
So you're going to use Sweet Nothings, so go on ahead and roll your d10 to determine if you're going to do additional damage.
9.
Alright, so you're going to do 2, 3, 4, 5 damage to this creature.
Oh, yeah.
And on top of 8, that's 13 so far. Let me write that
Are you
down.
whispering sweet nothings in its ear?
And what charm do though?
Hmm?
It does charm, so let's see what charm do.
It's a mind condition. Your offensive actions can't use the source of the charm as a target, primary or secondary, unless it is to heal them. Should the source of the charming be defeated or otherwise stop fighting, the condition is automatically healed.
Alright then.
So it can't attack Joanna.
Fog.
Does that include like area of effect type things? Does it say?
Primary or secondary. So I'd say that's a secondary target in a sense.
Okay. Alright.
That's awesome, Joanna.
Okay, so we'll say it works in this way. So you whisper these sweet nothings, and while you're doing so, the voice of Orphile also comes out to Amadas and says, "If you kill me, I'll come back even stronger. And then the big man upstairs is gonna have a few words with you too." And yeah, he's a little bit shaken from that.
Shaken, not stirred.
No, he's not stirred. All right, and who rolled 9?
That was me.
Oh, okay, that was you. Okay.
All right, so what are you gonna do?
So I think Evista was fuming, and Ivanti has been sort of raring to go in the back of their mind, just like sort of pleading with them to be let out because they really, 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 she really, really, really wants to kick this angel's ass, basically. And I think that the moment Daisy's missiles hit, and the and the angel makes a move towards Daisy, Evista strides over to stand between Daisy and the angel thing, and at that moment they start glowing, and Evista sort of starts apparating around them in sort of like a protective way. And I would like to, let's see, my simple action is to what was it? We went up in HP. I'm assuming that didn't. That basically didn't heal. Like I still have 2 damage in HP terms.
No, you're healed.
Oh, cool. So then I don't need to do that. That helps. Simple action. Oh yeah, simple action would be shift, and then utility action would be guard. No, actually, it would be aim. Choose 1 target combatant and 1 offensive action or offensive tech. Your next offensive action using that action or tech gains an advantage to the test, as long as it designates the chosen combatant as primary target. You may also choose to aim at the target effect, at a target area of effect, blah, blah, blah. So I'm basically giving myself advantage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Heel Swing, which is one of my basic techs. And Yavanti apparates, and then as soon as she is physical enough, her tail lashes out and sort of tries to hit the angel to the side.
All right, so
And
let's see if I can paint this word picture. So Aviste calls upon Yavanti, and Yavanti starts to manifest, starts to become corporeal, and while doing so, coils up. And while it's coiling up, it's becoming more corporeal. And during this coil up, its tail just swings out and knocks Omidas slightly off center, off to the side.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
the targeting is accurate. So I think that means I get an extra die for that as well. Does it?
I believe so. So go on ahead and roll. Since you got advantage, roll 3d10 and take the highest. Oh, where'd you go? There you are. So, yeah, roll 3d10 and take the highest.
That's a 9.
You got a 9? So, what are the bonuses on that?
So that's
that
loads with extra damage and another charm. No, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's not. I'm looking at the thing I just looked up. That's guarding. So it's up to bonus 3. It would be 5 damage and guarding.
Okay, and guarding it does what in particular?
Guarding. You get to use the guard action for free after the tech resolves. So basically, and guard means that it gives disadvantage on an attack, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And what's the
So-
total damage?
You inflict 1 disadvantage to all offensive actions against you until the next turn. Multiple
Okay.
instances of guarding will stack, so yeah. And then for a 9... Let me see. Woo. Get to the top of my document. That's plus 2 bonus effects, so that's 4 damage.
4 damage total.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I get the base effect and 2 bonus effects.
Alright, so.
And attacks against me have disadvantage now.
Alright. So what is the next person up? So I believe that'd be Daisy.
I got a 2 on my initiative.
Yeah. Oh wait, it'd be Medi. It'd be Medi then. I forgot Medi existed. So
Again. She was
Uh,
waiting in the wings with the machine gun.
So I believe what Medi is going to do is she's going to enchant her semi-automatic rifle so that she can use magic missile. And it's accurate, so I rolled 2 8s. Wow.
Nice.
So she fires multiple rounds at Omedas and basically yells out, "Count the shells, suck a duck," and starts shooting at the wings. And
I'm sorry, what?
I was quoting Dogma. And starts shooting at the wings, and 1 round hits each wing, so that's 4 damage
Oh, nice.
total. And now it is it's everyone's favorite combat drone.
Not Daisy.
Alright.
Daisy!
Daisy. Alright, let's shoot the bully red point. Oh yeah.
My favorite combat drone are the Amazon drones that deliver packages.
So you got this
Delivers
feature,
packages and death.
shoot the glowing red point. Offensive techs do an additional 1 damage as part of their base against medium, elite, and boss NPCs.
Oh hell yeah. Go for it. Oh wait, that's what you're doing. You're adding an additional point of damage, so
Right. Is the feature like a whole action?
I think that'll be a did you say it was a feature?
Yeah, raptor feature.
Alright, and I don't think that'll count as a offensive action. It'll probably be a
No, it doesn't.
utility action, if anything.
Okay.
So you can still use an offensive action.
Alright, so there's that, and then we'll go for. You know what? Might as well go all out. We'll activate Town Burner.
Oh boy, that sounds.
Oh
terrifying.
no.
It's a 5x5 blast radius that does 3 damage and creates extreme terrain 2 in the area of effect until the end of your next turn.
So I'm assuming you're moving up for that.
Mhm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so you move up, go on ahead and roll your dice for that.
Oh, 10.
Oh gosh.
Nice!
Nice.
Daisy is doing much better than Paxton in terms of rolls.
I know, right?
So
We love Daisy.
That's gonna be all bonuses. So tell me what the total damage is, including the +1 from the feature.
Plus the feature, that'd be 13.
Nice!
Plus the extreme
yes.
terrain.
Hell
So-
yes.
Bloody.
So, I think I can describe this unless you want to.
Oh, go right ahead, Mr. Storyteller.
All right, so
Lord.
Daisy flies towards Amadas, the Archangel, and lets out a just like this loud scream that's both mechanical and biological at the same time. And just a port opens up near where the food absorbing port was, and outside of it comes a flamethrower. And while Daisy is just screaming this ear-shattering screech, just this large gout of fire comes out and envelops Amadas. And in a what's the terrain thing, by the way?
Extreme Terrain 2.
So for 2 meters around Amadas is just this ring of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Just this bright...
Ring of fire.
You can see it now. The battle cry of legends. Give me back my chicken nugget!
For chicken nugget!
And now it's Amadas' turn. I'm only
No,
using
it
this...
ain't.
You never mess with a girl's nuggies.
It's not? How is it not?
Yeah. No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay. I thought I missed somebody rolling. So this Archangel raises its spear, and it's going to use an advanced tech called Archangel's Prominence.
Uh-oh.
Yay!
So it only has one
Sounds
effect. It
good.
has no bonus effects, and it can only be used once per combat.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
I'm
not a good
scared.
sign.
And the effect is damage 1 and blind to all enemies in range. The ailment will not end naturally at the end of your next turn. So it's going to raise its like electric, crackling, glowing spear. And it's going to call out, "Destroy my tower, you are all blind. Blind to the bigger picture, blind to, well, me now." And a blinding white light just emanates from the spear.
A blinding white light envelops Joanna and she fucking dies.
It only does
No.
1 damage. It does literally 1 damage.
Yeah, and you probably don't have to roll for that, do you?
It's the equivalent of shining a laser pointer in your eye.
Basically. Since it doesn't have bonus effects, I don't think I actually do roll for it.
No, you wouldn't.
Man, I need to make an online character sheet instead of editing PNG files.
So everyone takes 1 damage, and they are now blind, which I believe is going to cause disadvantage for...
Yeah, and
Sure,
advantage
yes.
on the attack. So you have advantage on us, and we have disadvantage on you, basically.
Alright, so that'll cancel out the disadvantage on Joanna. Yeah, now it can't use that ever again.
Its batteries
but-
died.
We're also just blinded for the rest of the battle, so there is that.
Fun.
Unless
question.
unless somebody uses an ability to cure blind, it doesn't end naturally at the end of the next turn.
Yeah.
What's your question?
For the big boss in the sky.
What up?
Is there a range on that, or is that enveloping the room?
Its range is sight, and it's floating in front of all of you.
Okay, great.
So wouldn't it just not be targeting Joanna though, because it's charmed by Joanna?
Well, I mean, if Joanna is still in front of him, along with all of you, then I feel like it would be like inadvertently targeting. Especially since it's just casting this beam of light.
Mm.
But yeah, that's pretty much all he can do. So y'all take 1 damage. Can't really see. And now it's Leon/Noel's turn.
Okay, so
Gay Noel.
one of Noel's features is armored skin, which negates the first point of damage you would receive each round. Would this be counting as that first point?
I think it would.
Okay. So Noel is not touched. I as Leon get the point though.
Yeah, you just get the 1 point.
How's
Right.
how's that for if he's staying Yavanti?
You both share HP, correct?
Yeah, but only if I'm riding her, and I didn't technically say that I was, but she is curled around me, basically.
I feel like you both would take the damage, and since it's not currently shared, when you combine, or when you start riding, then the combination will be factored in.
That's fair. That's why I asked, because I thought that might be the case.
Alright, so what gonna do?
So I spent the last round figuring out what I would do, and then you made me go blind, and I'm not sure how effective it'll be anymore.
I mean, disadvantage just means that you roll 1 die less, basically. Or that you roll 2. If you already rolled 1 die, then you would have rolled 2 die and take the lowest. But
yeah, that's basically
okay. Where is Leon and Noel in respect to Big Baddie? Because I know we like separated because Noel was chucking chicken nuggets at Daisy.
I feel like Noel would be like fairly close because he was on the other side of the table. Leon would probably be a little bit closer to the door, I feel like. Does that sound fitting?
Sure. Okay. So Leon, so Noel is closer to the bad guy, I guess.
Yeah, Noel's a bit closer to the bad guy, and is probably angry that all the food's gone.
Gotcha. Let's change how I would do this. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do... Yeah, let's do this. Okay. So for my simple action, I'm going to attempt to assess the... I'm gonna assess Omedas.
Assess?
Thing.
So
yes.
You're basically gonna check and see what in particular. Do you have to roll for that?
It looks like it, yeah, because I have bonus. So I test perception once against any number of targets in range of sight. And base effect, you ask the GM a question about a single enemy, the battlefield, or the state of the battle itself, and then each bonus is an additional question.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Cool. So perception is a thing. Would this count towards negativity, or is this its own?
I feel like being blinded would affect your perception a bit.
Yeah,
so...
in hindsight, I probably would. Alright, so this is rolling with disadvantage. Gotta love it. 7.
Oh, that's pretty good.
7 with disadvantage? That's really good. So that means, what, 2 questions?
I think is it base plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you could ask 2 questions.
Great. The first question relates to HP. I forget exactly what it is, but it's something along the lines of how much HP does the enemy have left?
left. We'll say that he's less than half now.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that opening missile did a decent chunk.
Mhm. That was so awesome.
Daisy finally gets to use their missiles.
And they weren't flowers this time.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a couple questions I want to ask, but I can only ask one more. So it says does do any enemy, but I think since I'm targeting specific enemy, does this enemy have a weakness that can be exploited?
A weakness that can be exploited. Let's see. He doesn't appear to have any known weaknesses, and by that I'm saying I don't know. However, he's I'll go on ahead and tell you one other thing about him that isn't a weakness, since that question didn't really yield any answers. The next move that he's gonna do is gonna do a decent amount of damage to one target.
Alright. Cool.
If he's not taken out.
Trick question, it's himself.
And I believe that'll make it top of the round. I'm gonna do one roll to see if anything happens.
Oh wait, no, that was let's see, because the assess was the simple action.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then go on ahead and continue with your Tarn.
Sure.
My knee.
So utility and offensive are left. Okay, so my utility is gonna be to aim, I think. So my next
Alright.
offensive action using so choose one target combat and one offensive action or offensive tech. So what do you feel like doing today? You know what? I'm gonna join in the missile fun, so I'm gonna use my own magic missile.
Nice.
That's gonna be my my target combatant is
And I believe that's accurate too, so
Evil Boy, yeah. So and one offensive action or offensive tech, so that'll gain advantage, and then my actual attack will be the magic missile itself, which is accurate. So that's 2 accurates minus 1 for blindness means it's still advantage 1.
yeah. So
Cool.
you do get advantage on this one.
Hey, doing the math. Alright, let's see. Alright, dice. I did all this so that you could roll me something good. Don't give me some, like, 1-1 combination.
You're
Come
gonna
on,
get 3
do it.
ones.
8-4, so that'll be an 8.
Nice.
That's good.
So that's gonna be what? Another bonus?
I forget if it's plus 1 or plus 8 is plus 2.
Okay, so I think that means you do 2 additional damage, right?
Yep, so that's 4 total.
Alright, so yeah, you have Noel just fire these rockets in what would appear to be a blind state. However, his Sharingan activates. No, it doesn't really. He's scanning Amadas a bit. And the scan causes him to be able to actually see where he is. So he fires these rockets, and much similar to how Medi did, strikes all 4 wings.
Oh.
And did you have anything else you were gonna do, or was that all your stuff?
Noel has some witty line that I can't think of, and that'll end my turn.
Alright, so Noel says, "Witty line,"
Yeah, there you
and everyone laughs.
go. Ha 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 ha. No.
Even
No, I
Amadas,
feel
he
like-
goes, haha.
Noel says, I put 1 card face down and end my turn.
No.
And anyone who gets the joke, which now does not include Amadas, laughs.
I'm literally staring at like 3 boxes full of cards. So.
All right, so
That's fair.
now, right before Joanna's turn, I'm gonna do one thing.
No, you're not.
Don't do things.
So I was gonna roll to see if any reinforcements show up because you're fighting atop a tower in the sky and there's a bunch of angels
Gosh
nearby.
darn it! I knew I should have asked about that.
Nothing shows up.
Let's
Oh,
go.
really? Oh yeah.
Ignore my gosh darn it.
Thank
So,
you.
Joanna,
Dice.
what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch.
Yes, do it.
Hang on, I gotta check what the fuck my Valorous Song does and what consequences it'll have.
While Shine's checking on that, I just found this like very interesting. Like I feel like, oh, my roll was really good. It did 4 damage, and then I think back to Mars basically throwing a nuclear bomb and having a 13-point shot.
Yep.
Shine,
That's how I
Joanna.
felt.
I mean,
But then again, what I'm really good at is healing, not damaging at the moment.
I mean,
This is only my second turn, right?
yeah, this is your
Yeah.
second turn.
Gotcha.
And this might be the only other turn.
Because like I cannot use my limit until the third turn, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna compare my shit. Okay. What did I say? I said I was gonna use Valorous Song. Let's see. It might. Yeah, Valorous Song might be the play.
You
I
also
don't-
have simple action and utility action.
Shit. What can I even do with that? That'll be useful.
I think
you could aim.
Like in this
Yeah.
scenario.
simple action, I think, is movement or anything that's listed on the playbook thing as a simple action. You can do 2 simple actions or 2 utility actions, but doing 2 utility actions would mean you can't attack.
Right. I can't remember. Was there anything in this kind of like lock on where you like focus on an enemy and like you get advantage on your rolls or some shit?
That'd be aim.
So aiming, yeah, aiming's
Okay.
a utility.
So can I aim and Valorous Song?
yeah.
Alright, I want to do that. And hope to God that shit doesn't get fucked. Because then it only does 4 damage! Oh, well, okay. Well, okay. How many bonuses did I get off of Sweet Nothings last time?
I believe you got 2 from an 8.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, okay. I think Valorous Song is the play, because that high roll on the other move did the exact same amount of damage as the base in Valorous, so I think we're gonna aim and Valorous.
All right, go for it.
Hell yeah. I don't have to make a roll to aim, it's just aim, right?
No, you just aim, you get advantage.
Cool, D10 time. 2.
So that'll be 2d10
Love that.
and you take the higher.
Oh shit, 2D10. Oh, thank God. Please don't be 1.
But doesn't
8.
she have disadvantage though?
Well, I think that singing wouldn't really cause disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Alright, my highest roll was an 8.
All right, so that's going to be 2 bonus.
Let's go! Okay. Alright, my bonuses are range aim and range guard for you or an ally. Range aim or guard.
So, do you want to give somebody advantage on hitting, or give somebody, or give the opponent disadvantage on hitting one person?
That's the thing. I don't know if this is like the one to kill it. I don't even know. So maybe I can do like I can give one person something and then give the enemy disadvantage. Is that what I'm understanding or no?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that. Who hits a lot?
So far,
Probably
it
one of the
seems to
other
be
two.
Daisy.
Yeah, fuck it, give I guess range aim to Daisy. If that's what that is.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And tell the Archangel to fuck himself.
Who's the disadvantage going to be against? Because he still has disadvantage against.
Oh shit! Okay, I have to pick it against. Oh, you're right. Okay. Let's do a V-Stay.
All right. So
nice.
So you raise your sword and you sing the song of imminent victory. And
Victory screech!
and as you're screaming this song, how much damage did you do? 4?
It was 4.
You do 4 damage, and we'll say that you swoop in front of a V-Stay, and since he can't target you, he's not going to be able to target a V-Stay.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's back to Medi's turn.
No, sad.
Wait, no, it's
Wait, I thought it was
right?
V-State.
Oh yeah, V-Stay's turn. I keep getting confused as to who rolled what. So go on ahead, do what you do.
All right. So let's see. Do I need to heal? Is the first question. Can I heal multiple targets? I mean, why did I not look this up first? No, I cannot. Okay, cool. In that case, it's probably no one's taken enough damage to actually, get a lot of stuff. So I have advantage from Jana, and this is accurate. But I will. Yeah, I'll get up on a Viste.
All right, so now you have the 2 damage instead of the 1 for each. And so you're up on a V-Stay, or Yavanti. And what up?
And I think that, like, a Viste is usually quite calm and sweet, but there's now just rage on their face, and they're so angry. And but it's the kind of rage that is like that almost has tears brimming in your eyes, because you're just so angry and it needs to get out any way you can. And their voice is all clogged up, and they say, Yavanti, let's hit him. Let's get him. And there's a grin spreads over Yavanti's beak. Jesus, I can't talk tonight. Mouth. Yeah,
face,
thank you.
Mind.
That
brain.
thingy. That thingamajig.
Yeah.
Over.
That thing that be on the face of people sometimes.
Yeah, and it has like teeth, and it's scary when you smile with lots of teeth. That's the thing that's happening.
Oh, you mean eyebrows?
Yeah, those two. Anyway, and she glows and rises up and just lashes out with her tail. And I want to say that I basically use shift and then aim, and then I'm gonna hit it.
Another tail swing?
Yeah. So
right.
I get accurate from the thing, which is I'm blinded, but I get accurate, and I have aim, and I have the advantage, which would be 4 dice, and I'm gonna exchange one of them for a plus. I'm gonna exchange 2 of them for a +2, so that I roll 2 dice and then get +2 to my roll.
All right. Oh.
Let's do this. Dice, you better roll well. That's a 10.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, so that's a 12 technically.
Nice. So
Remember when we thought we were like weak?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
not a thing apparently.
This fight is going to show you that you're stronger than you think you are.
Yeah.
Because
Very
this
motivational.
this is a boss level creature, which is like the highest level. So So what's the max damage?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do actually is do flash shot, which means that she's not gonna lash out, but she's glowing, and then it's 5 damage, and this fucker is also blind.
All right.
Got him.
So 5 damage and blind. All right. So,
Yes, and because I have
holy shit.
and because I have a thing, Smart Bomber, that means that my bursts, lines, blasts, and waves may ignore my allies.
All right.
So you guys are not going more blind?
Dope. All right.
Yeah.
So Omidas is looking very rough. His once this blast from what was the move again?
Flash shot.
So once this this blast from the flash shot fades, his armor is in tatters. He's breathing heavily, and if he were a human, he would be bleeding heavily. Most of the feathers on his wings are just piled up in the fire circle in front of him. And he actually has a look of anger on his face now. But it's not his turn to do anything. It is now Medi's turn.
Oh
And
yeah, Medi.
Medi is going to go with what she knows how to do currently, because she cannot. She knows that she's not going to be able to turn this fucker into stone until he's dead.
Fair.
So she's going to do Magic Missile again.
If it ain't broke.
Don't fix it.
So highest is a 5.
Oh, so it broke.
So that's going to do 2 damage. Which still ain't bad.
No, that's pretty good.
And now it's Daisy's turn.
All right.
Oh boy.
Make some angel wings. Burn this chicken.
Gladly. What's the support? I forget what the rules are for support text.
Support text, I think, can be used as a utility.
Yeah, it should say on the tech itself what it is, like. But it's usually a utility or limit, I think.
It's usually utility or offensive, I think.
Okay.
We're gonna target lock on the angel.
Alright, so that's going to give you advantage, right?
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna fire our dual wrist shooter.
Alright.
I'm gonna fire you.
We're
So go on
activating
ahead
machine
and-
guns.
Go on ahead and roll. I think you're going to still have disadvantage on this. Or not disadvantage, but it's going to be canceled out, so it's neutral.
Yeah. 9.
Alright, tell me what the total damage is.
Alright, it's... That gets bonus 2, right?
Yeah.
So that's damage base 2, +1, +1.
4 damage.
Rolls have been really good.
Oh, yeah. They've been very good. Alright. Were you going to do anything else?
I don't think I have much else I can do.
Alright. So, now we go to Amadas. By the way, I'm only using this name because it's a nickname that a friend of mine used for when he was doing a YouTube channel. And it sounded intimidating enough, I guess.
Lol.
So what he's gonna
It sounds
do
awesome.
is what he's gonna do is he's gonna look at the people who have been shooting him. He's a little confused. A little dazed too, because of the bright light that kind of went shooting back to him from Aviste's previous move. And he's gonna notice the little tiny drone that's just hovering in front of him, burning him and peppering him with rockets. And his face is gonna go from neutral to angry to just a scowl of annoyance. And what he's going to do is a move called Longinus Strike. So he's gonna lunge his spear forward. And he's got disadvantage, I believe, so 5 doesn't give any bonuses, correct?
What was the thing that because I remember Shine gave stuff to some people. I don't know if that applies here or
It
not.
applies to Aviste.
Just
I
Avista?
gave something to Mars. I gave the range aim.
You gave the
The aim.
advantage to Mars, which still wound up doing good damage.
Okay.
But
5 is base effect +1.
okay, so Daisy,
Mm-hmm.
you're reduced to 1 HP.
Yo!
No.
Shit!
No.
Okay.
So Longinus Strike does base effect 9. If the target is wounded but not defeated after the attack, they are reduced to 1 HP, and the bonus is +3.
Mm.
So you're reduced to 1 HP.
Okay. So
And
I don't like this.
And what he's going to say while he's doing this is, I'm gonna at least take this tribute with me.
It hurts.
So,
No.
Leon,
Mm.
Ileana.
Don't fuck this up.
Leon, this thing just kicked the group puppy.
Yes.
No.
I mean, yeah, that's effectively it.
What are you gonna do?
This is where we get serious.
Question: do you think that I could get next to
Yes, you
Noel?
can.
I being Leon, I
You
could
can.
run up to him.
Yeah, I believe that the two of you share a link that kind of surpasses sight. So I feel like the two of you would know where each other were at all times.
Okay, I'm gonna have to make sure I do this properly. Because what did I?
Psychic
let's see.
twin.
Yeah, basically the twin psychic mind
Twin
meld
telepathy.
thing. Yeah, that.
Okay,
That
so it makes
every
sense for
twin
my.
has.
Yeah. So does it make sense for my simple action to be just rushing up next to Noel? Me being Leon, I guess.
Yeah, or you can have Noel rush up to you since.
I think I'm farther away technically. From
I feel like you're a bit closer to Daisy than Noel is. And
I wasn't going for Daisy.
yeah, but
I was going for Big Bad.
Big Bad is right in front of Daisy because he just like stabbed her with the spear.
Sure.
Mm.
Well, long story short, whichever one of us is farther away from the Big Bad
You
gets
both
closer
run
to the Big Bad.
longingly into each other's arms. I get it.
All right, so that is simple action. Let's see.
You do still have disadvantage, just so you know,
Correct.
because of blind.
Blind people.
Because of a blindy. So how do advanced techs work? Just want to make sure I do this properly.
Advanced
You
techs.
You get to do. You get to alternate between doing a basic tech and an advanced tech. So if you did a basic tech last round, you get to do an advanced one this round. But
Yep.
you can't do an advanced tech 2 rounds in a row.
Gotcha. Okay.
So advanced tech
Okay.
is like hyper beam.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So, because this is how the way that it works here. So I'm just going to read. Most of your advanced and limit techs have the basic boost keyword. The way those work is as follows. Anytime your monster would use a basic tech, you may also use a basic boost tech as a free action and amplify its base effect and bonus effects. Other like cooldowns and organs still apply. One basic boost can apply to each basic tech. Both of us are... Okay, so as you use a basic boost tech, both of you must be functional and able to use offensive techs. So we are still functional despite blindness, correct?
Yes.
Great. Alright. So I can use a utility, and just to make sure this is right, because I'm trying to stack up them damage points. Can I use a utility, monster attacks, and then I add the advanced tech?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that works.
Alright, buddy boy, let's figure out how this works. Okay, so that means... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to aim again. Aimings can stack as long as I'm aiming at the same target. So my aim is now double.
Dope.
And then... Because I think as long as the tech I think is the same and the target is the same, so... If I... Alright, so my game plan is I aim, so that adds an advantage. I'm going to go for Magic Missile, which is a third advantage. And then I use the advanced tech of back-to-back as the free action. There you go. That's what it is.
Hell yeah. Go for it.
Great. If I roll big, this is about to do something.
Do it.
So that is 3 advantages minus the blind.
You can.
That's 2 advantages.
Yeah, and then if you want to, you can. If you want to just roll 2 dice, you can take a +1 to whatever you roll instead of an advantage. Basically, you can exchange a dice for a die for a +1
So,
if you wanted to.
One of the advantages cancels out the disadvantage, so he's only got regular advantage right now.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
I have 3 before the bonus. Because I have aim for the previous round, aim for this round, and then accurate.
Oh, so you do have 3 after the cancellation?
I think it's 3 before the cancellation, so it becomes 2
advantages.
which is
So
3 dice, I think.
basically.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's 3d10.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Do it.
Shit, 3d10.
That's a 9, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell
nice.
yes.
All together or just one?
The best was a 9.
Oh,
Alright,
fuck.
So how much damage is that? And you also have the
9 is 2 bonus.
Alright, so that's 4?
So it is 2, 3, 4, plus 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8 total, and since me and my monster are both adjacent to each other after the attack, we both have guard.
Hell yes.
So you did 8 damage to this.
Hell yes.
8 damage and both of us are on guard.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
That's a good question. I think
How do you
I think I
take
rush
down,
up.
How do you take down the Archangel that called the order to destroy the town you lived in?
Ooh. So my puppy friend got skadooshed a little bit. So now I'm a little perturbed because I feel like before this entire time I was the only one that was like, I'll actively listen to your conversation until everyone started fighting. Clearly, Monster Boy over here was not a big fan of the whole keeping people safe thing, seeing as you kicked my puppy dog. So when I rush up to Noel. Noel is about to like start magic missiling again, and I think what Noel does is he just literally hands me one of his missiles and says, "Here, let's play catch." And so, and so as Noel starts blasting his own missiles, I just set it up like a football, and almost like pretend to be an announcer. It's like, and I've always, this is how you know it's weird. Leon strikes a bit of a smile as he's
Oh, jeez.
The
as he
most
drops
character
back.
development Leon gets is a smile.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. Leon takes a couple steps back and just says, "All right," and he goes for the Hail Mary, chucks it right into whatever the weak spot, whatever the weakest spot is right now.
His dick.
Boom.
I would think directly in the face.
Aw, that too.
You stay away from our little. You stay away from our little flower girl.
Yeah, haven't you seen Dogma? Angels are eunuchs.
Yeah, that's. I was looking. There we go. I was about to send this actually.
We must save my family.
Oh, that's not the one.
So I throw it right at his face. As it explodes, I just go, "Well, that's the game," and then kind of like, because I think he's, the way you're describing this, that he's down, and so
Bro.
All right. So as you basically destroy this angel, he falls to the ground screaming, and his eyes and mouth just fill with this bright light as he screams in pain and rage. And he turns to dust very slowly. Turns to angel dust.
I feel
Heck
like
yeah.
just to add on to this, Noel goes, "Ha, I activate my trap card, Exodia Summoner. How about that?"
God.
And then the dragon shows up. Wisdom shows up.
Oh yeah, we were gonna get the dragon.
Sabra.
Andrew, you're a nerd. I love you.
Hey, shout out
So-
to nerds.
Yeah, for real though, Wisdom the dragon does show up. And he
God.
says, "I'm here to assist. Here's your weapons."
Well,
He
you're
just
late.
clinks them down to the ground, and he's like, "So what I miss?"
You're late.
Noel's like,
He missed the
Noel
whole
turns to all of us.
party.
I feel like Noel turns to all of us and says, "Aw man, did we have to do that whole thing again?"
So Wisdom just looks at the angel dust, says, "No. Okay then." He just flies away.
Oh, that's pretty nonchalant.
Well,
that guy.
I mean, I can't believe it. That guy, he has no emotion. It's like he doesn't have a care in the world. It's like everything he does is just in a monotone voice. Deep. Not trying to think at all. Doesn't care one bit about anybody. How can you stand to deal with somebody like that?"
I think at this point, if Yavanti just rolls her eyes and goes like, "Why do you think I'm not over there anymore?"
And as you guys head over to the pile of weapons that Wisdom the dragon just plopped onto the ground, or the roof of this tower, I'll say that, Leon, you stumble a little bit, and you see
Oof.
the spear. The electric and radiant light spear that Amadas was holding. The one that he was very close to destroying Daisy with.
Whoops.
It's just there
All right.
on top of the angel dust.
Oops.
So yeah,
I think
that's what he had on him. So free weapon.
I think before anyone can do anything, Noel just goes mine, and then goes rushes up and grabs it.
All right. And the weapons I described in the previous session are what Wisdom brought. So the
You did that off record though.
Ah, damn it. So I believe that Joanna got a scythe?
Mm-hmm.
You got a scythe, and it's just oozing with what appears to be sentient poison.
Ooh,
Oh.
I love murder.
Uh, for Leon and Noel, there's one pair of pile bunkers. It's like these gloves that shoot out pistons when you punch with them. For Daisy, you have an additional rocket attachment, so you can you always get the one bonus whenever you fire your rockets, no matter what. And if you, it's going to be like an additional bonus. So,
Ooh.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't do enough damage already, of course.
and Aviste, you get a leash.
Avisha, Yavansi just sort of picks it up with her claw and and looks at it and just like fury. Untilted fury, but then she turns up her nose and just drops it to the ground.
Yavani wants to go for walkies.
However, the leash also doubles as a whip. So if you hold it at the collar end, the handle will form into like a the line will form into like a rose thorn type whip.
For some reason, I just pictured like Noel distracting Daisy while Leon's like adjusting the rocket attachment, like putting it on, and Noel's like, "Hey, look over there! Ignore the operation that's going on."
And Daisy, while he's distracting you, you scan the area around you, and from the top of this tower, you can actually scan at a much farther range. And you do notice a lot of movement coming from the Scar, the Hellmouth, as well as from the Fey Woods. But you don't. You're not able to extend your reach to the Draconic Mountains, where they nest. And Medi and the Rakshasa come up and say, well, we've taken care of at least part of one threat. But we do have a lot to talk about. We should meet at the hideout.
Hideout?
Yeah, what the fuck was our hideout?
Let's all just hop on. Well, Yavanti, are you okay with us hopping on you?
As long as you keep that thing far away from me. I suppose you can all hop on.
What thing?
She points at the leash.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Are you just gonna leave it on the ground?
I think if we stay buckets, yes, probably.
Alright. So Eviste pockets the leash. That is also a rose whip.
Mhm.
And all of you hop on Yavanti with Medi at the front, giving directions to another ruined city. Another one that I haven't named. But in the underground of this city, there's...
Rust.
Is that the name of the city?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll say it's the city of Rust. The underground of the city is going to be just packed with elderly, sickly people and warriors. And Medi says, they won't find us here. We've made some security measures to ensure that. Now let's talk. And we're gonna end it here.
Oh, dang.
Oh, no.
Good cliffhanger.
Yeah, I figured that would be a good way to end the arc.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
talk.
Yeah.
What did you all think of that?
That was awesome.
Love it.
I'm surprised we've gone through the entire thing without technical glitches, but
Right?
Yeah.
So, just so
Yep.
you know, the Archangel had 60 HP to start with. I didn't want to tell you that because I figured that would be way too intimidating.
Oh my god.
Like, we legit, none of us actually got our orgone.
Yeah. That was a
We got
very,
through that
very...
within 2 rounds.
That was a very good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Daisy did half, you said?
Daisy's a fucking
Daisy did like a
machine,
third overall.
literally, but
A
Yeah,
killing
literally.
I was
machine.
just gonna say, like, that's what she is.
Daisy says, I crave murder!
Oh.
well, I mean,
I crave nuggies.
if you looked at the Hellmouth Club chat,
I have a bloodlust that cannot be sedated!
like right before we hopped in, Mars was like, "I'm gonna look at the Blood Knight stuff now,"
Yeah.
and then I turned Mars to the side of bees.
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 By the way, if we do wind up picking this up, you're all level 4 now.
Let's
Oh,
go.
dang.
Nice.
Oh,
Another level.
come on. Now I gotta remember that. Gosh, why you gotta give me more work, man?
Alright,
You can
so-
just like level yourself up already.
So,
Yeah, but procrastination.
thanks to all of you for listening, and thanks to Anru, Ginny, Shine, and Mars for playing. I really appreciate you guys, and I had a whole lot of fun.
Yeah,
running this
thank
for
you for
Yeah.
having us.
A lot.
That was awesome.
And maybe when we're in a less cursed time, we can pick this back up.
Yeah.
Impossible.
We're in the bad timeline now.
Yeah, right now we're in the
Blame
darkest
Mars.
timeline, but
We're in a timeline.
I blame Mars.
No.
Why do you blame
Oh.
Mars?
I don't know,
you gotta
because I
get,
can.
you gotta
I did
get
too.
on
Why
Mars'
not?
good side for when the robot apocalypse starts to happen.
Oh yeah, when
I'll
I
be
start
dead.
assimilating.
Scott here, as usual, hopping in at the end to, thank you for listening, for following this far. This was the end of the first of many little side arcs for what's going to wind up being my Hellmouth side project. And I hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did. Instead of a promo, I'm going to be promoting something for the Pokecasters network, which, we're part of. So, December 19th, that's 11 days from when I am recording this message. They're going to be doing a tabletop event for charity. And I'm just going to read out what they wrote. So, we want to announce our next charity event. We'll be raising money for the Pittsburgh Children's Hospital Foundation once again. Join us for a day-long tabletop tournament with some amazing podcasters, lots of prizes that you can take home. All proceeds help sick children. And we actually have a sponsor for that. It's going to be Giraffe Dice. If you haven't heard of Giraffe Dice, I'm going to have a link in the show notes for you to check out. The dice are amazing. With all that said, I'm just going to hop out here and say thanks for listening. Catch you later.
Alright, I've eaten. I feel a lot better now.
Oh, I'm glad.
All right, that's so good. I'm so glad.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Shine.
I ruined the first bit.
Oh, you're
No,
fine.
You
you're
didn't
fine.
ruin anything.
No, I didn't. No.
No,
No.
you're fine.
Why would you ruin anything? Would you have ruined anything?
Because I was kind of an asshat.
No,
you're
you're
okay.
fine.
Why?
You're okay.
You
Everything's
didn't do
fine.
anything bad at all.
Exactly, I did nothing.
You're okay.
Well, to be fair, I've kind of just been sitting here as well the entire time, so.
I
Huh,
ate chicken
shoot.
nuggets, and that's about the extent of it.
Yeah.
I got angry.
So let's
And this
see.
is big plot stuff, too.
Old hugs.